Hello and welcome to Tina's Joyful Kitchen. I'm Tina McDermott, the lazy inspirational chef, and happy holidays. On today's show, I'm going to show you my Italian Italian lentil soup. I was going to say vegetarian. It's vegetarian lentil soup. Now you can put sausage in here, or you can put vegetarian sausage in here, okay? I'm going to make it without any sausage, so it's completely all vegetables and lentils. And I'm going to share some secrets with you from my Italian mama. And then I'm going to make a tossed salad, Tina style. Yeah, you'll understand what I mean when we get there, tossed salad, Tina style. Ready? Let's get the party started. Let's get the party started. So I'm going to turn my pot on, and we're going to do medium and start. And we're going to start with, what else? Olive oil. Olive oil to coat the bottom of the pan. And in the bottom of the pan is where I want to put any kind of dried herbs, because the dried herbs will pop with the oil. If you forget and you put them in later, you can rub the herbs between your fingers, dried herbs, and that will pop the flavor as well. I'm going to put a piece of hot pepper that my dad grew on the bottom. Yes, I will fish that out later. If you wanted to, you can put red pepper flakes in there, cayenne pepper powder, but you can't take it out. I do not put these hot peppers in there to make the soup spicy and burn your mouth. I put it in there because it pops the flavor. And that's what we want. We want it to pop the flavor. Other spices I'm going to put in there, I'm going to put a pinch of salt, maybe 2 little pinches of salt. That might have been a half a teaspoon, not even. Remember, I say it all the time, I'll say it again. You can always add it, you cannot take it away. Salt, hot pepper, olive oil in the pan. I have some thyme that I want to put in there. This is thyme from my garden that I dried out. And I just want to show you how easy it is to strip thyme. Of course, I just put it on a tray, and I am going to strip that thyme. Now, I'm not going against, and going against will make it a little easier. There we go. Give that back to Mother Nature. And let's see what we can strip off of here. Here, these are a little easier. They're longer pieces. They're longer pieces, and you don't have to be exact about it. If I wanted to, I could just put the whole thing in there and then fish it out later if I wanted to. Okay, you don't have to. There we go. And you don't have to be exact about this. I have a ton of thyme in my garden that I can pull, and you can easily just use thyme that you get from a jar. I do that often if I don't feel like doing this process here. Okay? Sometimes I really feel like doing this process because it's fun. Something to do with your hands. This is also good for the kids to do. Get the kids in the kitchen with you so that the children realize that food comes from the kitchen, not from a drive-through, right? And I always say that family time in the kitchen is time very well spent. It's bonding. You get to chit-chat about your day, about what's going on in your life, and you really get to just bond with your kids. I think it's a good idea. All right, I've done it since I was a baby. Always in the kitchen with my mama. Always in the kitchen. Okay, I'm going to turn that a little lower because I took a little longer than normal to do that. I'm going to get one of my many wooden spoons and stir that about. I've got some onions that my lovely assistant LJ today chopped up for us. Throw the onions right in the bottom with the oil. I think I need a bay leaf, so I'm going to put the bay leaf in there as well. I love the word in Italian for bay leaf. It's alloro. Alloro. Love that word. And you can fish that out later, okay? You can fish that out later. We've got some garlic, some minced garlic, bottom of the pan. There it goes. What else are we going to put in there? We've got some chopped up carrots. You can chop them up really small, like LJ did. You can chop them up bigger. Totally up to you. I'm lazy. I always do big pieces because I'm lazy. Small pieces are really nice as well. So what else is going to go in here? Okay. So you want them to cook up and get the umami from the olive oil and the bay leaf and the thyme. If you could only smell this right now, it smells amazing. And the hot pepper. Okay, what's missing? celery. I'm going to chop the celery for you. I'm going to show you how I make celery chopping super easy. I wash it, make sure I get all the dirt out, but I keep it together for the most part. And look how easy. Just chop off the ends. Look, you can easily take these off and then chop them all at once if you want, but I'm going to show you I can chop these off. The outer ones probably a little easier, not easier, not as easy to eat raw. They're a little more bitter. So these are best for the soup, but if I wanted to, I can just keep chopping from here, right? But since I have these outer ones, I'm going to chop those. Celery, carrots, onions, the trio. I want to tell you something about Italians. They do not put garlic and onions together. I do. My mom always did. But for the most part, when I go to Italy, they don't do it. They don't put onions and garlic in the same dish. Kind of strange, because my mom always did, and she grew up Italian in Italy. Who knows? Who knows? Okay. Yeah, come on in. That's LJ, my wonderful assistant today, and my good friend. Okay. Now, if you were going to use sausage, whether it's vegan sausage or pork sausage, this is the time that you want to put it in. Okay, this is the time you want to put it in, cook it up, and away you go. Okay? Next, lentils. Lentils, I use the brown lentils. There's lots of different lentils out there. The red lentils will turn to mush. We do not use red lentils in this soup. I'm going to use the brown lentils, and what LJ did is she went through and made sure there weren't any stones, and she rinsed them. Okay? Went through, made sure there weren't any stones, and she rinsed them. So we've got 2 cups of lentils, and let's just make sure it is time. Yep, it is time to put the lentils in. Now, if I was cooking up the sausage, these would cook up a little bit longer, but it doesn't matter. I'm making it vegan. So we're going to put the lentils in. This colander is to cook eggs in the Instant Pot, just so you know. I love how multi-use we're using it for lentils. Note on the knife, turn that blade away from you in a safe spot. Okay, notice I moved my celery away from that knife, and I'm clearing the area so that that knife stays safe. I stay safe. Okay, very important, because you got a lot going on in the kitchen, and it can be distracting. So be very conscious of where your knife is and what you're doing with your knife. Okay, and what's going on with your knife. Next, what goes into next? We want some broth. Okay, since I'm making this vegan, I've got this not chicken bouillon. It doesn't have any chicken in it, it's vegetarian. On top of all of that, I've read all of the ingredients, and I know that it doesn't have any MSG in it. MSG, not good for your brain, not good for your body, but you will find it in a lot of bouillons and a lot of broths and stocks. Since I suffered from Lyme disease, I'm pretty cautious about my stocks and such. So I'm putting 2 big cubes in there right now. We're going to add some water to this in just a moment. There we go. We got that. I'm going to get some water here. One moment. I know, I'm just doing it by eye. Probably need 2 of those. Let me get 1 more. There we go. And next we're going to do tomatoes, crushed tomatoes. There we go. I'm going to get a little more water in this jar. My mom always said, put a little water in the jar, swish it around, and get the rest of the tomatoes out. There we go. By the way, you could always use Better Than Bouillon. It's another bouillon that I like that I know that does not have MSG in it. If you wanted to, you could add pasta to this, but later, not just yet, okay? Towards the end, I would use gluten-free pasta. That particular one is made with chickpeas. And now, that's it. All we need to do is let this cook, probably 30, 40 minutes max. Because it's vegan, 30 minutes, it'll be done. All the vegetables will be cooked, the lentils will be cooked, and at the end is when I would put the pasta in there and cook it for whatever the directions say, another additional 8 to 10 minutes. If you want pasta. If you want something else that's starchy in here, you could always chop up potatoes, and I would put the potatoes in now if you wanted potatoes. That is not traditional lentil soup. This is traditional lentil soup, the way that I have it. I'm going to put a lid on there. I'm going to turn it down, and we are going to, I'm just going to cock the lid to the side right here. Yes?
There's a lot of fake bacon.
Oh.
Vegetarian bacon, vegetarian sausages.
Okay, yeah, we talked about the, yeah. So LJ is mentioning that there's vegetarian sausage you can put in here and also vegetarian bacon. It won't be the traditional Italian soup, but it's all good. It's all good, whatever suits you and your family. Actually, I need for this to come to a boil, so I'm going to make it go higher. And once it comes to a boil, I'll simmer it. All right? There we have it. Almost done with our lentil soup. Next, we're going to make our salad. You ready? When we have family parties, I'm always the one that makes the salad. Tina, come and dress the salad. Sure. Here it comes, dressing the salad. So I have some romaine lettuce. You can use whatever lettuce you like. I like romaine lettuce, especially when it's family party and you're dressing it ahead of time. It won't, the dressing will cook the lettuce. So if you have a big family party, you're not going to eat right this second, and it might sit for a little longer, you want a heartier lettuce, so that's why I'm using romaine. Otherwise, if I'm going to eat it right away, I like the spring mix. I like arugula. I like spinach in there. And this is my salad spinner. I really love my salad spinner because sometimes you don't want all the water after washing your lettuce in your salad. It will dilute your dressing. So salad spinners are really nice to have. Isn't that fun? You get to do a little fun spinorama in your kitchen. Watch, they will fling all over the place. And that gets all of the water out. LJ spun it already. She had the fun for me. There we go. And so there we have it. We have our lettuce. Pick out any pieces that don't look good. And what else do you want in your salad? What else do you want? Some tomatoes? Sure, let's put some tomatoes in there. What are the most important tools in the kitchen? Your hands. Use them. Be okay to use your hands. Do we have some slivered onions anywhere in our lives, LJ? Do we have any slivered onions?
I cut you some slivered onions.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll use some of those. Sure. No, this is fine. I like slivered onions in my salad. I forgot them, but here we go. We're just going to put some cut up onions that we have set out for something else. It's all good. I like onions. And mushrooms. You don't need all the add-ins. You could just do most of our salads in our house are lettuce and onion, and that's it. Lettuce and onion. Nothing more. Cucumber. If you want some cucumber, this is an English cucumber. I like the English cucumbers because they have less seeds. They have less seeds, and you're not going to get a lot of water in your salad. I like them chunked up. Where's my other knife? I don't want this knife. Here we go. You can do slices, you can do chunks, whatever you like. Slices, chunks, you choose. The magic hasn't happened yet. I'm about to do the magic for you in just a few moments. So there we have it. We have all of our vegetables. Now what else do we want in our salad? If you want in your salad, you can use some seeds, chia seeds, pumpkin seeds, sesame seeds, you name it. These are some sesame seeds you can put in there. My sister makes this entire seed mix with garlic and onion powder, and it's insane. I never grew up with that, and it's way too garlicky for me. You can do any kind of seasonings that you want. You can put thyme in there. You can put oregano. You can put some parsley in here. I'm not going to do any of it. I'm just giving you options because I call myself the lazy inspirational chef. I want you to put in your salad what you are inspired to put in your salad, what kind of seasonings that you like. But I'm going to show you the most simple dressing that is fantastic. And it just doesn't need a lot. It doesn't. Sea salt, use your fingers. And I judge by the container that I have, and I'm probably putting about a half a teaspoon, okay? You could always take it away. I mean, you can always add it, but you cannot take it away. Freshly ground black pepper, I'm just gonna grind it in a circle. I like it freshly ground because it's fresh, and it's in the flavor profile is probably tenfold of what the pepper is that's already ground. I like a lot of pepper. My husband likes a lot of pepper, but if I keep doing this, I just might sneeze. So we're not going to do any more. But that's about it. That's about what I would typically like in my salad. Next. Oh, that's the vinegar. Okay, let's do the olive oil. Next comes the olive oil. So you see what I did here? Salt, pepper. You can do this dressing in a jar, okay? If you did this dressing in a jar, it's 2 parts olive oil, 1 part of a vinegar, an acid. It could be lemon juice, lime juice, balsamic vinegar, white vinegar, white wine vinegar, red wine. You choose your acid. I like balsamic vinegar and I like olive oil, okay? So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drizzle the olive oil on top of the salad in a big circle until I get to the center. There we go. It's about right. We will taste it to make sure that it's about right. Always do the vinegar last, because what happens here is that the olive oil is going to bring the salt in. It's going to bring the pepper in. It's going to drip down. We're going to mix it, don't worry. And the vinegar is going to do the same. Now, I said 2 parts olive oil to 1 part vinegar. I like 3 parts olive oil to 1 part vinegar personally. That's my personal flavor profile. Now you can mix this with your hands, as some people do, and you can just use your tongs. So mix this up, and then you're going to taste. You're going to taste it to make sure, oops, this is boiling, so it's going to go a little lower now. Okay. Yay, rapid boil. I just turned it low. You're just going to keep mixing here, and now it's time to taste. To make sure that it's got enough salt, it's got enough pepper, it's got enough olive oil, and hopefully not too much balsamic vinegar. I think it's perfect, just the way it is. But that's what you want to do. Mix, taste, mix, taste. And once you got the formula down, once you realize how much you pour with your hand, you'll get down how to make this dressing. Now, I make my own dressing because I don't trust a lot of the bottled dressings, and I think my dressing is a lot more tasty making it myself. I do make another dressing with plain yogurt, plain full-fat yogurt, and I just put a bunch of Italian seasoning in there, a little salt, a little hot pepper, and mix that up with lemon juice. And there's kind of like my ranch dressing. All right, let's put this in a bowl. And we have to wait for our soup to be done, so we'll be right back. See you in a few. Welcome back, welcome back. Our lentil soup is ready. And when the lentils are cooked, and if you want the pasta, that's the time to put the pasta in and let it cook for the required time that the box says, okay? Our lentil soup, you can pull out the alloro, the basil, the bay leaf if you want. You can pull out, I'll show it to you. You can pull out that hot pepper if you want to. I leave it in there, because if somebody wants to eat it or they mistakenly get it, I giggle. No, I'm teasing. All right, so our lentil soup is ready. We're just going to dish that out. This is traditional, wonderful lentil soup. I did see another Italian, this guy from Rome, he puts lemon juice in it. So you can, and I tried it, and lemon juice at the end is wonderful. But what we're going to do is we're going to put some freshly grated Parmesan cheese. I'm going to grate it here. It'll be a little easier. Always do the freshly grated, you know that there's no additives in it. And put a little muscle power. Who says you don't use mussels in the kitchen? And there we go. You can also do a little bit of parsley. Put a little bit of parsley on top. You don't have to. A little bit of cheese. And as they say in Italian, un filo di olio, a little thread of oil up at the top. And also, where's my salt? it's here somewhere, you can do a tiny, tiny little pinch of some sea salt up at the top. So there we have it, our Italian vegetarian lentil soup, along with our Italian Tina style salad, our salad Tina style with my dressing. And I also put some olives on there with some pimentos, just because olives just kind of spice up a salad and make it taste really, really yummy. So there we have it. So something different for you for the month of December as opposed to this traditional fare, because we need really healthy, hearty foods in our lives the month of December, every month of the year, of course. And I hope that you make these for your family, for your friends, and that you live super duper healthy. I hope that you have healthy holidays. Remember to download my guilt-free recipes, guilt-free holidays recipe ebook. Link is below, and I hope that you enjoy all the other recipes that I have for you. Thank you again for watching Tina's Joyful Kitchen, and happy holidays. Until next time, bye for now.